Just 4 days shy of this year's World's Strongest Man, and I'm here to break down group for group, event for event, and tell you who are my finalists for this World's Strongest Man. Group 1, we have Tom Stoltman, Austin Andrade, Eddie Williams, Thomas Evans, and Jakuš Gunwinkel. There's 3 finalists from previous years there. We have the reigning champion, Tom Stoltman. Jumping straight into it, the loading race, in my eyes, Tom Stoltman is numero uno, and he will win this event. Closely followed by Jakuš Gunwinkel. I think he will place second. He placed first in the steeplechase last time he competed in it. Then I actually have Eddie Williams, Austin Andrade, and I actually think Thomas Evans will place last in this event. Going into the deadlift for reps, I have Austin Andrade winning it. I have Tom Stoltman coming in second. He gets to use the suit, and he's much better in the suit, Tom. Third place, I have Thomas Evans. Fourth, I have Jaku. And last, I have Eddie Williams. I'm sure Eddie could beat Jaku here, but time will tell. Titans toss. It's different setup this year. Not just precision and height, but precision, height, and length all in one. I believe the best tosser here will be Tom Stoltman. He won't need to be that precise because he will throw them to heaven. He will win this event. In second place, I do believe we will have Thomas Evans. He got the same placing as Tom in Strongest Man on Earth. Very bad data on Eddie Williams here. I have him coming in last, and Austin Andrade I have in third, and that means we have Jakuš Gunwinkel in second to last. We only have one previous result to go off from Jakuš Gunwinkel here, so yeah, difficult to say. Overhead press medley, I have Tom Stoltman winning it. I have Thomas Evans coming in second. I believe last time it was a press medley in World's Strongest Man with Thomas Evans. He won it. And also in Rogue Invitational last year, he also won the press. So good for Thomas Evans, but I'm not sure that Circus Dumble is his best event. So I have Tom Stoltman coming in first, Thomas Evans in second, Austin Andrade in third. Going into the Stone medley, King of Stones, Tom Stoltman will win this one. Austin Andrade will come in second. He won the stone to shoulder at Arnold's and is pretty good at it. Good presser, good all round with stones, Austin. So he will be second. Third place will be Thomas Evans. And as you can see, that makes the overall in this group pretty clear, with Tom Stoltman going to the final with 24 points, Austin Andrade in second, closely followed by Thomas Evans, actually above Jakuš Gunwinkel, even though Jaku's been into the finals before, Thomas haven't. Jumping into Group 2, Mitchell Hooper, Matthew Ragg, Paddy Haynes, Wesley Derwinski, and Bryce Johnson. Very tough group. Also here we have 3 finalists from last year with Hooper, Ragg, and Derwinski. Paddy Haynes has pretty good events in the heats. Bryce Johnson was placing third in official Strongman games last year, and he's competed right beside guys like Lucas Hatton, Maxime Baudreau, Wesley Derwinski before. So he's a good strong dude, but I'm not sure Bryce will be too happy about the heat events. For the first event, loading race, I have Paddy Haynes coming in first with 5 points. I do believe he will edge out Mitchell Hooper, who will take second. Third place, I have Matthew Ragg. He also placed third in World Tour final last year. Then in fourth, I have Wesley Derwinski, and I think the big guy, Bryce Johnson, will place last in this event. Going into the deadlift for reps, I'm sure that Mitchell Hooper will win this one across all the groups. So he will take first here as well. I have Paddy Haynes in second place in the deadlift for reps. I have Matthew Ragg coming in third. Matthew Ragg and Paddy Haynes actually have the same result from when we look at Giants Live with the axle deadlift for reps. But I think in this competition, I feel like Paddy will recover faster after the loading race, and he will actually beat Rag in the event for reps. Wesley Dervinsky coming in fourth, and also here I have Bryce Johnson coming in last. Wesley Dervinsky took one more reps in the North America Strongest than Bryce Johnson, so that's what I based it on here. Titans toss, pretty good thrower is Wesley Dervinsky. He's been top 2 in all tosses he's been in. So his last 8 competitions having keg toss or sandbag toss, he's placed first or second. I believe 4 times first place and 4 times second place. So I also have Wesley Dervinsky winning the Titans toss above Mitchell Hooper. I do though have Mitchell Hooper in second place. Third place I have Bryce Johnson, Matthew Ragg coming fourth, and last place here I have Paddy Haynes. Paddy Haynes' result from tossing before has been like 10th place in both of them, so not too good of event for Paddy Haynes after a good start in the heats. Then going into the overhead medley, also not a good event for Paddy Haynes. I have him coming in last here. First place though in this group, I have Mitchell Hooper. He will be lightning fast in this one, I believe. Second place, I have Matthew Ragg. Third place, Bryce Johnson. Going into the stone medley, a little bit tricky this one because they're starting off with 120, 125 kilo stone press before they have like the stone shouldering and carry and load. And I think that will hurt Paddy Haynes. So actually in the stone medley I have Mitchell Hooper winning it. I have Bryce Johnson, big guy, coming in second. Matthew Ragg third, Wesley Dervinsky fourth, and Paddy Haynes fifth. This makes it, when we look at the total, I have Mitchell Hooper winning the group with 23 points, and I have Matthew Ragg going in as the second finalist to this year's World's Strongest Man. But if you have a look at the stone medley, Paddy Haynes is pretty good at stones, but yeah, my struggle here is the press for Paddy. If he can technically manage the stone press good, I feel like he could maybe come second or even third or even second in this event. And if you look at my points, you see that if Paddy Haynes would take, for example, 2 more points, we'll put him at 14, and Matthew Ragg would then go down to 14, and then you certainly have Paddy Haynes at as many points as Matthew Ragg. So yeah, it's difficult. You could see Paddy Haynes edge out Matthew Ragg, but this is also the fact if you look at, for example, Wesley Dervinsky, which I have coming fourth here. Wesley Dervinsky also not that good of a presser, but if he also places second in the stone medley, he will edge out Matthew Ragg and reach the final. But my final answer is Mitchell Hooper and Matthew Ragg to the final from Group 2. Going into Group 3, we have Mateusz Kilskowski, the Terminator. We have Lucas, the Lucas Hatton. We have Ray Nonnell, Shane Flowers, and Evan Snana. This is probably the toughest group for me to call, but we'll jump straight into it. I think in the loading race, no one will beat Mateusz Kilskowski. He will place first in this group. There's lack of data on Ray Nonnell here, and most of his competition has been in Strongman Champions League. He's been on the top in the loading events, but it has been loading events where they finish in between like 15 to 19 seconds, and top 5 is maybe differing like 0.5 seconds. So it's difficult to tell, but I do have Ray Nonnell coming in second here. In third, I have Lucas Hatton. In fourth, Evan Snana, and I have Shane Flowers coming in last. I do now know Shane Flowers is working hard on this one, and he is one of the guys who should be very good at it. But when we look at the 2 last years of data on Shane, not good event for him. So I do have Mateusz winning this one. Going into the deadlift for reps, though, I have Mateusz coming in last, and very difficult to call this one. I actually decided to let the rest of the events decide who goes to the final. So I took the guys Lucas Hatton, Ray Nonnell, Shane Flowers, and Evan Snana sharing points on the deadlift for reps. I don't even know if it's possible, if they have the same amount of reps, if they will go by time or they will share points. But I decided to put all those 4 guys sharing it. They're all good deadlifters. Ryan O'Neill usually wins the deadlift. He won the deadlift at the Serbian Power Show in 23. So, no, 24. So he's a good deadlifter. Lucas Hatton has been building his deadlift very good the last couple of years. So yeah, they're sharing points on this one. Going into the Titans toss, I have Shane Flowers winning this one. 4 of the last 5 competitions Shane has tossing. He's won it, and I do think he will keep that streak. Coming in second, I have Mateusz Kielskowski. Very good event for him as well. Third place, I have Ryan O'Neill. The only event I have to go from with Ryan O'Neill here is Stain Toss, which isn't the same, but it explains to me that this is something he could be good in, as well as he looks like one of these guys who are just naturally good in many events. So I think Ryan O'Neill will place third here, Evan Strana fourth, and I think Lucas Hatton will have the worst event of this year's World's Strongest Man for him here with the toss. Going into the overhead medley, I'm sure that Lucas Hatton will win this one. Some guys would maybe say Mateusz Kielskowski because, yeah, you saw him on Europe's Strongest Man, but I feel like this is cup and tea for Lucas Hatton and he will win this one. Mateusz in second, Shane Flowers in third, Ryan O'Neill fourth, and I think Evan Snana will place last in the overhead medley. Going into the stone medley, Lucas Hatton, he's put his money on himself to edge out all the 25 guys in this one. It's difficult to say. Mateusz is very good with stones, especially natural stones. So yeah, this one is difficult to tell, but I actually gave full pot to Lucas Hatton. Don't matter that much though, because I have Mateusz in second, I have Ryan O'Neill in third, and when we look at the total scoring, you see that I have Mateusz Kielskowski and Lucas Hatton reaching the final. And looking back at the points, if Mateusz won the stone medley and Lucas Hatton placed second, we will still see the same guys coming in there. But I mean, haven't seen too much from Ryan O'Neill, and yeah, he could surprise us and he could be dangerous for Lucas Hatton. But I'm sure we will see Mateusz and Lucas into the final. Group 4, we have Trey Mitchell, Luke Richardson, Tristan Hoth, Andre Foytu, and Maxime Baudreau. Loading race, we have some good results to go out from here, especially the steeplechase. I have Luke Richardson winning this event. I don't think he will run on a wall like he did at Britain's. Second place, I have Andre Foytu. He also had the best steeplechase in Worlds last year of these guys. Then third place, I have the finalist from last year, Tristan Hoth. In fourth, I have Maxime Baudreau, and last place, I have Trey Mitchell. I'm a little bit scared for Maxime's biceps this year, and that's why you won't see me giving him that much points this year. He's been training all the events, and he says he's ready to go, but it's difficult when you tore your biceps just back at the Arnold's. But we will see. Going into the deadlift reps, I have Trey Mitchell clearly winning this event. Coming in second, I have Luke Richardson. In third, I have Andre Foytu. If we look back at Europe's Strongest Man, Andre actually beat Luke Richardson in the deadlift. But here again, I put Luke above Andre. Could be wrong, but that's a wild guess. Coming in fourth, I have Tristan Hoth. And last place, bad event for Maxime, is the deadlift. Going into the Titans toss though, it's not a bad event for Maxime. Not affected by his biceps, and I think he will win this one. Coming in second, I have Luke Richardson. Coming in third, I have Trey Mitchell. Fourth, Andre Foytu, and not so good event for Tristan Hoth. So I will put him in last place here. When we look at the data on all of the guys, Luke, Tristan, and Andre, it doesn't really look like a good event for them. But I still have Luke Richardson coming in second over Trey Mitchell. He should have been practicing this good, and I just can't see Trey Mitchell being that fast. Even though looking at previous competitions, Trey Mitchell is hell of a thrower and can manage heavy weights over bar, but he's just not that fast. Going into the overhead medley, I have Ondrej Vojtech coming in first. We all saw him at Europe's Strongest Man. In second place, I have Luke Richardson. As we remember from Europe's, this was also the case there. Coming in third, I have Trey Mitchell. Very good presser, but I just don't think he will be fast enough. Fourth place, I have Maxime. This is an event Maxime usually could do very well in. But yeah, I just feel like with his biceps, with axle, he won't do that good. And he will be falling off the wagon here. Last event, the Stone Medley. Also a event that could be good for Maxime, but I just don't think this will be his year. So in first place here, I have Trey Mitchell winning the event. I have Luke Richardson coming in second. And in third place, I have Tristan Hoth. Looking at the overall, I have Luke Richardson winning the group, going straight into the final. And second place, I have Trey Mitchell. But there's just 1 point between Trey Mitchell and Ondrej Vojtech. So I do believe it will be close. And this isn't a this isn't so clear. Trey going directly to the final. I think he will have to fight with Ondrej through all the 5 events. Ondrej could as well make another point in the Stone Medley and beat Tristan Hoth, and then he's suddenly at the same points as Trey. But my final answer here is Trey Mitchell and Luke Richardson into the final. Looking at the last group, Group 5, we have the third placer from last year, Evan Singleton, Luke Stoltman, Nick Gardione, Pavlo Kurdiaka, and Andrew Flynn. The loading race, I have Pavlo Kurdiaka winning it. I have Evan Singleton coming in second. I have Luke Stoltman coming in third. Then Nick Gardione fourth. Pavlo Kurdiaka had the best time in the steeplechase last year of those guys, and I'm sure he will win it here again. Evan Singleton was pretty bad last year. He wasn't that fast. Even Luke Stoltman beat him, but I do think this year not that hard. I believe the loading this year will be easier than last year. So yeah, I think that Evan will beat Luke in this one. Going into the deadlift for reps, I have Evan Singleton placing first. This is not that good of a deadlift group. In second place, I actually have Luke Stoltman. In third, Pavlo Kurdiaka. In fourth, Nick Gardione. And I also have Flynn on the bottom here. Going into the Titans toss, it's difficult because I have Evan Singleton winning it. But what could have been the struggle for Evan is his aim. I feel like he could just go crazy and throw it straight backwards and nothing upwards, and he'll have to get it and throw again. But my money is still on Evan winning it, with Nick Gardione coming in second, Luke Stoltman in the third, and not such a good event for Pavlo coming in fourth. Into the overhead medley, I also have Evan Singleton winning this one, with Luke Stoltman in second. In third place, Pavlo Kurdiaka. Never mind. Overhead medley, I have Evan Singleton winning it. In second place, I have Pavlo Kurdiaka. In third place, I have Luke Stoltman. Fourth, Nick Gardione. And fifth, Andrew Flynn. And then into the last event, which is the Stone Medley, I do have Evan Singleton winning this one. I have Luke Stoltman coming in second, and I have Pavlo Kurdiaka coming in third. When we then look at the overall, we can see that I have Evan Singleton going into the final. On second place, I have it shared between Luke Stoltman and Pavlo Kurdiaka, both at 17 points. But when I look back at the events and look how likely it is that Luke Stoltman will have worse result on some of the events, for example, the deadlift or the Stone Medley might, I feel like then looking at Pavlo Kurdiaka, he could beat Luke on the deadlift. And looking at the toss, he could suddenly beat Luke there. So yeah, I actually give this one to Pavlo Kurdiaka. I don't think we will see two Stoltmans in this World's Strongest Man final. I believe we will have Evan Singleton and Pavlo Kurdiaka going into this year's final man to make it 10 guys. If we look back at all the 5 groups, in my opinion, the hardest one to call here is the group 3. We would usually say Lucas Hatton and Mateusz Kielskowski, but I feel like it's very hard to tell with Ryan O'Neill there. Also, looking at some of the groups, like group 4, we have 4 previous finalists from World's Strongest Man there, and the 5th guy is Andre Foytu, who likely also should have big chance of reaching the final. So that's probably the highest caliber of athletes if you look at the prime, but I don't think Maxime will be there at the strongest. The events in the heats are not that good for Tristan Hout, in my opinion, so it's difficult to tell. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Please leave a like and a comment. Tell me which group do you believe is the group of death. Just a couple of days to go now. See you.